Hi, this is my podcast called Better Out Than In. My name's Abby or Abigail, and yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining. I hope you like what you hear, what you see, whatever. I just hope you like it, guys, because ultimately I'm doing this because I hope that I'm helping people, and yeah, for fun really as well. So yeah, if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, if I'm benefiting you in any sort of way, then please like, please subscribe, and write a comment. There's not really much more I can ask from you. Just do that, please. I beg you. Because if you don't, well, it would hurt, you know? And you don't want to go around hurting people. It's not very nice. And if you like me even more, then keep writing in your suggestions on what to talk about. Any scenarios that you have right now that's going on in your life, you want me to talk about it, then maybe you should let me know. Just a suggestion though, you know, no pressure. Thank you for listening again. I hope you enjoyed my last episode, and I'm feeling much better today. I've been feeling stressed though recently. There's always something with me. If I'm like, I don't know, if I'm feeling like happy, there's usually a very, I don't know, a pending downfall. I don't want to manifest that into my life, but generally that's what happens. I go up and down very much, but there's always something. But I'm always happy, you know. I'm always smiling, which is the main thing. And actually that's a lie. I'm not always smiling. I'm sometimes a miserable bitch, which some of you may know. But you know, I'm being accountable. I'm being accountable here, guys. But yeah, it's Friday today. Whether it be Friday when I release this will be a different story. So this might be completely irrelevant. But, you know, it's Friday. And the sun is shining again. We've been lucky. I'm actually really enjoying these cold but sunny mornings and days. There's something very refreshing about it. And it gives me this kind of feel of just a new start, a new day every time it comes around. I don't know about you, because you know when you wake up and it's a bit gloomy outside. I'm really trying to embrace it, don't get me wrong, but the reality is I just prefer it when it's sunny or bright. It just makes me feel so much better, especially going into this season and all of that. So yeah, I'm very grateful that it's been nice today. And something weird just happened, not even weird, embarrassing just happened to me. I'm not even surprised. Right, so I was buying a drink in the shop and the little, I'm so patronising. Little, God, he wasn't even that small, bless him. Bless him. See, what am I doing here? I'm literally fucking myself over. There was a gentleman in the shop that was serving me, and I was just buying a drink and, you know, smiling, having chit chat, and then I'm paying on my card, contactless, and I'm just like looking at him like, come on then, I'm tapping my card, it's not going through, like you need to press a button or something. I'm there for a good 5 minutes just smiling like, I've already transferred money, I've definitely got money, and that's always a fear, isn't it? Well, for me, I'm like, quick transfer money before I go to the shop. But yeah, I was looking at him like, okay, this smile's going on for a little bit too long now, there's something a bit weird about this, like I feel a bit uncomfortable. And he was just smiling at me back. And I'm like, I don't know how long we can keep smiling at each other. Like, I'm trying to take my money, mate. Like, just take my money. I want the drink. I want to go. And I realised I was there for like 5 minutes trying to pay with my ID, like my licence. And this whole time, poor guy, he was just like so confused. Like, what am I doing? Oh God, yeah, that was a moment. Whether I see him again is a different story. That was so embarrassing. But you know what? It was funny. It made me smile. So yeah. Also, I was going around because it's Black Friday today, and I was like, right, I'm gonna try and like go brave the shops. And I don't know why I tried that, because me trying to brave Westfields when it's Black Friday or NEQ, I just get trampled on. It's stressful. I want to kick a baby in the face, and it's just not ideal. I don't kick babies in faces, but in the moment, it's a possibility, you know? Joking. But yeah, it was all right. To be fair, it wasn't too bad. I'm alive. I made it. But what I did notice was that, I don't know about you, but people in their like mum years, like mummy years. Oh, that's not even, that's very broad, isn't it? I don't know, like my mum's age and like that generation, when they walk past the shops, I saw it's just a constant like, oh, that look nice. Oh, look at that, that'd be lovely. That'd be lovely. And then they just stare at the same coat for like 5 minutes. And they're like, oh yeah, can really see Grace in that. Yeah. Oh, nice. And I'm just walking past and I'm like, and no, to be fair, it was actually so adorable. Like, and even my mum will go around the shops and she's like, oh, abs, look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? Abs. I'm like, Mum, that's the third polka dot jumper that I've seen you point at in the last half an hour. Don't like polka dot for myself personally, but go ahead. Anyway, that was my thoughts for Friday. Yeah. Not that you care. I feel like this is becoming a thing here. I don't know, I'm not used to something being in my face quite abruptly. So I'm kind of like, talk about a microphone by the way if you're listening and not watching, because otherwise that's a little bit awkward, isn't it? Yeah, I feel like we're getting a little bit of a bond going, me and Mike. Currently rating you about 8 out of 10, serving your purpose, but you've got some improving to do, mate, you know? Mike's got some improving to do. He needs to wow me, you know what I mean? He needs to wow me. No half-assed conversations. No, hello, babe, you all right? Yeah, you, babe, you all right? Yeah. We need some more. We need some depth to our conversations, babe. We need some depth, you know? Tell me more about your day. Don't tell me who you met or you bumped into, but tell me what happened, what really happened. How did you feel? How did you feel and what was the outcome? What are you going to do next to change it, you know? Yeah, but you can get back to me a bit quiet today. I need to shut the fuck up. I've got another question. I had to write it down because it's on my phone, this one. And I'm filming with it. So, little old me had to be a bit smart. Write it down. From the lovely Ellie. Ellie, love ya. Ellie, you're fab. Oh my god, I'm so annoying. Ellie has written in and she's worried because her boyfriend of 2 years has assured her there's nothing to worry about, that she can trust him, but she feels, I guess, uneasy. She's still not feeling comfortable and trusting because he started going to the gym and there's a girl at the gym and she doesn't know what to do because she's worried that something might be going on. And like I said, he's ensured that there's nothing to worry about, but she said that she can't help but worry. She finds it hard to trust as it is. And yeah, what should she do? So I've had a little think about this one because that is something that definitely comes up more often than not, unfortunately. It's hard, you know? You can't help to feel what you feel, right? And especially if you're in a situation where you're really very much in love with someone and you want it to work, and then these feelings come up, like you need to address them, right? But how do you address them when he's ensured there's nothing going on but you still feel this way? But yeah, I mean, I think firstly, Ellie, my lovely, you should be very proud of yourself because one, you've actually recognised that maybe you have something deeper that you find hard to navigate, like trust, which is a hard one in itself, you know? Because more often than not, trust is broken because you've, I guess, relied on someone, you've really trusted someone, loved someone, put all of your like loyalty in them, and you know you've been loyal to them and thought they were the same, and then so unexpectedly, this has been the situation which has been knocked. You've been hurt, your trust has been broken, and this, like I said, is often where it's been so out of the blue. And that's what hurts the most, because you just didn't see it coming. So now when you're trying to put yourself in situations where you're trying to grow on your trust and build, and you want to trust someone again, but you can't help it because these emotions are just so raw inside of you, and you just don't know how to navigate or cope with it. But that being said, like, with everything, to heal and overcome these things that you're struggling with, you ultimately need to feel a little bit uncomfortable and like relive it. If this is the same for everything, going back through past scenarios or things keep coming up that's maybe come up in the past, reliving them again seemed like a completely new hurdle and challenge, but you didn't realise how much you're actually growing just by doing it again. Not that you should feel like this at all, but it's the reality, you know. If you've been hurt before, you're likely going to feel some sort of emotion when you're put in a situation again where things start coming back up and you're feeling this way. But yeah, just hold on tight for one, and maybe just think about why you're feeling like this. One, has your partner given you any reason to doubt him? Because if he hasn't, and you really love this guy, then you kind of need to just take a step back and breathe and just trust him, because otherwise you're just going to cause yourself more issues. And if he doesn't get that trust from you, then he's going to start thinking other things too, or more often than not, then that's the case. And it's a difficult one. Does he know that you have trust issues? Have you addressed this with him? Because I think that what you do need to do is just be open and talk, you know? Just be open and talk to him about it. Talk to him about how you're feeling. Maybe you're worrying for no reason. Or maybe there is more to it. You just don't know. But ultimately, the best thing to do in this situation is just be open and talk. Open and talk. Otherwise, you're just going to be bottling up more. And that bottle's going to overflow, babe. Don't want no overflowies. If you want to mop up your own sauce, then fair enough. But honestly, it's not for me. Rather not, you know what I mean? But yeah, Ellie, I think what you should do is, because I'm not going to lie, I am a big person of your gut says it all. Every time I've been in a relationship and I've had a feeling about something, boy, I've been right. And I wish I'd follow through with what my gut said. But to try and distinguish whether it's your gut or you're just being triggered because of past experiences is a very fine line. So you really need to just sit with yourself and try and understand if it's because of that, or you're really having a bad feeling about this, you know. Does it seem like he's being secretive? You know, is it asking these questions? Why are you feeling like this? Has he said something about her, or has he given some sort of body language around her? Have you sensed anything, you know? Because your gut will give you the truth most of the time. You know, I'm no bloody genius, I'm no genius, but I'm just from my own experiences. But also, in his benefit, I have been on the other side of this, where I have been very, very loyal. I always have been, in fact. When I love someone truly, and I will do anything for them. I'll put them first. But this is actually my first relationship. My first relationship, I used to get absolutely tortured. I used to come home from school, my phone would be in my room and he'd be going through my phone like, you've deleted messages. I'm like, from who? Like, I've been at school. Like, there would be so much. I'd just get threatened all the time, to the extent where I'd used to have to ask my mum to lock my phone away every time he came round because I was scared that he was going to go through my phone. It was awful, and I had nothing to hide at all. So, and on that part, like, I mean, the guy I was with at the time, like, I wish you well. Like, you must have been going through so much yourself, because to have that trust issue in someone that young as well, there must be something going on. Like, I just hope that you've healed yourself, because fuck me, you were a nightmare. And yeah, you taught me a lot. so thank you. But you are a bit of a dick. So, again, you just got to get your facts right. Be careful where you tread and just be open and honest. And stand your ground. You know, you have a voice. If you feel something for a reason, sorry. And yeah, you have a voice. You're allowed to feel these things. And hopefully, by voicing what you're feeling and be proud of, you know, just standing up for yourself. It doesn't need to be vicious or malicious. It doesn't even need to be heated. Just say what's on your mind. You can't help but you're feeling this way. You just are, and you're being true to yourself. So just say what's on your mind. Say that you're feeling the way that you're feeling, why you're feeling like this, or maybe you don't know why, and maybe he can help you with that. You are, like, partners after all. Just sit down with yourself, try and understand if you're feeling this way because you're triggered from maybe a past experience, or whether your gut is really telling you something's going on. And I just think, babe, you're feeling something for a reason. Either way, you need to address it. Sit down with yourself, be patient with yourself. And us women, and I'm sure men as well, and do you know what? Fucking everyone. We just as soon as we have an idea in our head, we think of every little scenario possible that could be going on. And you're likely burning yourself out. You're likely causing yourself more stress, more emotion over probably nothing. You know, my friend will, friend will say to me all the time, like, you know, what if he's dating her? Maybe she's better than me, or maybe she's been doing this. How is she putting up with him when he done that to me? I'm like, do you know what? She might not be. This might not even be happening, but you're thinking this through in your head and you're causing yourself all of this pain, and like all you really need is peace. So by getting yourself peace, you can do this through talking. That being said as well, like if it is past experiences that you maybe haven't overcome, then maybe go to therapy as well. And that's not even in like a patronizing way at all. I feel like therapy can really help anyone. I'm honestly trying so hard to get therapy for myself at that moment because I've just got so much to talk about, and I don't want to offload on my friends all the time. Like sometimes this is for me to just speak about it to someone else. And yeah, just it's okay. And if you don't want to go to therapy, or maybe even going to therapy, that's also okay too. But just talk to your partner, or talk to your friends or your family, or just someone outside of your circle group, because everyone's going to have a different perspective. But sometimes it's just good to just offload a little bit, say what's on your mind, and then you can start to piece things together a bit more and a bit better. But to be honest, babe, either way, you're winning, because if this guy is really, really, really for you, then you have nothing to worry about. Because whether or not anything is going on with this girl at the gym, which there might not be at all anyway, then you're finding out now, sooner rather than later, and someone will be for you, and you deserve the world. So yeah, that's what I think. Whatever the outcome, just be comfortable with yourself, and it's his fucking loss. Do you know what I mean? It's his loss. So that is what I think about that. I hope that helped. Just speak to him. Give him a nipple cripple if you want. Or don't. Maybe that would hurt. Be funny though. I think you should do it. If he is cheating or speaking to her, then tell me where he lives, please, because I'm going to egg his house. So, just to summarise, regardless or not, if he is speaking to anyone else, just fuck him, for one, because you're better than that. And two, he might not even be doing that. We have such a big habit of creating scenarios in our heads because you're scared, because it's a similar situation, maybe what have happened in the past, or, you know, you just don't know anything. Yeah, you've built a story on the basis of something so small. There's a girl at the gym. Cool. There's many girls at the gym. Maybe she's pretty. Cool. But she might have a boyfriend. Perfect. She might even be gay, which is fine. You know, you just don't know. You're building all of these scenarios. unless you have a chat and find out the answers, and there's no right or wrong question to ask, sorry. So just keep asking, poke him. And if he gets pissed off with you asking so many questions, just say to him, would you rather me sit here, have these things in my head and go over and think of these scenarios in my head, or would you rather me just ask you so I can try and, relieve a little bit of stress? And yeah, he should understand, especially if he knows that you're past or whatever. And if he doesn't, fine too. Don't matter. You don't need to justify the way you're feeling, babe. Alright? But yeah, that's what I think about that. What do you guys think about that? What do you think? What would you do if you're in a situation where you think your partner's cheating, or you think your partner's got something going on with someone else, or you haven't necessarily got anything to go off, but you just have this feeling about it? What would you do? Because there's no right or there's no wrong. I think you just need to go with what you feel is right. Don't overthink it. If you feel like you want to say something, then say it. And yeah, don't feel bad about feeling a certain way. You can't help it, right? Everything that you're feeling and thinking is for a reason. Other than that, I think that's all I have to say about it, really. If you know what I mean. I could keep going on, but, Please subscribe, like, comment, and let me know what you would do. What would you do in this situation? And if you have any situations of your own, let me know so I can talk about it, and I'll tell you what I think, feel, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And maybe you give a fuck about what I say, maybe you don't. Either way, just do the above. Like, subscribe, comment, and send it in, because I'm bored, want to talk. Quite frankly, I have no friends. No, I'm joking, I do. But yeah, it's fun. So just do it, all right? Don't ask any more questions, just do it. Thank you. This is Abigail's I don't know what this hand's doing. This is Abigail's Better Out Than In, and I will see you next time.